Hi guys, welcome to my vlog. I'm never really a vlog kind of person, but I thought I'd give it a go. Every time I've tried to film a vlog, it's never worked out how I liked it, so hopefully we have better luck with this one. I am currently filming on my iPhone, so if the audio is a bit funny or the camera quality is kind of funky, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. But to give you a bit of context of where we are currently in an Airbnb because John and I are away in Geelong celebrating our 7th year anniversary, which is really cool. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to bring you guys along. We are planning on going to the National Wool Museum today, so I thought that might interest you guys. It's very yarn, wool related, and then we're just gonna see what else kind of falls in place. We might go to the gardens. Who knows? I know tomorrow we're going to go on the Q train, which is a train ride, and I've never been on like a dining car train before, so I think that'll be really fun, and I thought you guys would kind of get a kick out of it. I'm planning on bringing my knitting just for a little bit. And then, yeah, we already got here last night and we did a bit of exploring. So by the time we got here, it was like fully pitch black dark because it's currently daylight savings. And we went to this really great Mexican restaurant. It was really, really good. John and I haven't had Mexican in such a long time because the place near us that we used to go to all the time closed down. So we've been craving some good Mexican food. And when I saw there was a good one in Geelong, I had to go. We got heaps of stuff. We got lots of tacos. I got birria tacos. We got corn. We got like nachos. And I had this really good white sangria, which was awesome. And then we just kind of like mucked around in the city. We just went for a walk. We found a Ferris wheel, which was really cool. I don't think I've been on a Ferris wheel in like 10 years. And John said to me that he'd never been on one. So I kind of pretty much strong-armed him into getting onto the Ferris wheel. But no, it was really cool. It's not one of those ones that you usually see in like really big cities where it's all glass enclosed. It's just like your normal kind of Ferris wheel with the metal cages. So because it's been such a long time since I've been on one and John hadn't ever been on one, when we got on it and it started going really slow because it was like letting other passengers off or on, it was very kind of scary. It was so slow and I'm not good with the heights, so like immediately when we did our first way around the Ferris wheel, we were both instantly regretting our decision to go on this Ferris wheel, but once sped up then we were fine. But it was kind of funny, John commented, because there was like all these flashing lights and everything like that, when every time we would go around, the flashing lights would kind of like go over our faces, and it reminded him of in like Willy Wonka, and like the OG Willy Wonka, how they go on the rowboat and then there's like all the flashing lights and they're all like chanting and it's very creepy. That's what apparently it reminded him of. So it was quite thrilling, but no, we had a really good time just wandering around, and I'm excited for the rest of the weekend. So yeah, I'm glad I get to share it with you guys. So, you know, let's go. We're gonna go out for breakfast. So that should be really good, and hopefully I can get some rows in there. Okay, before we go out for brunch, I thought it would be cute to do a little like outfit check-in. So this is my Friday slipover by Petite Knit, and I knit it in Wool & Works Merino in DK in the colour San Fran Flowers. I love it. Okay, so we filled up our bellies with some delicious food, and we thought we would go and visit the carousel. We originally weren't going to do it, but we thought, why the heck not? It's like 120 years old, so we thought it would be really fun just to take a ride. Next, we're going to be heading to the National Wool Museum. And while we're there, I'm going to tell you a few of the fun facts that I found out that I thought were worth sharing. As soon as you walk in, you see this massive head made out of flowers. And this was made for the Nation Parade in 2001. This head alone has 5,000 flowers. Then when you walk a little bit further, you see this massive contraption, which is the Axminster Gripper carpet loom. And it's the only operational loom of this type in Australia. How it works is it uses what's called the Jacquard punch card system, which tells the loom which colors to use when weaving, and they eventually create like this beautiful pattern using all of the colors. So it can use up to 8 colors, and it has 1,323 bobbins, as you can see, and it uses 999 punch cards. And those punch cards create this beautiful rug that you can see right across from the loom. This is the Manor House rug, which is made by that exact loom. And what I found was kind of cool was that this rug is made up of 80% wool and 20% nylon. So the fiber composition is just like the sock yarn that I use to make socks. Now we're going to meet some sheep. So let me introduce you to Booker. Booker is a Wanganella merino sheep breed that was bred by the Pepin brothers in New South Wales. And apparently, 70% of today's Australian merinos are directly descended from the Pepin brothers merino. Isn't that crazy? By this time, John and I were getting a bit thirsty, so we decided to have like a midday cocktail break before we continued on with the rest of the museum. Now we head into the factory section, which is where they keep all of the old machines. First up, we have the scouring and the carding machines, which are used to remove debris from the wool and brush out any knots and tangles. Then we move on to the combing machine. This machine separates the short fibers from the long ones so that the long, even length fibers can be spun into yarn. Talking about spinning, here is a spinning machine. It twists the fiber or the roving into yarn to give it better strength and so that it can be used to knit or weave. And of course, they had knitting machines. So there are 2 types of knitting machines, the flatbed and the circular. This one here is a flatbed machine which knits back and forth row by row. And then here is a circular knitting machine, which as you can see, knits socks. And it's crazy to think that this contraption makes socks just like I do, but I only have 2 hands and a needle. And then of course, we had to finish with the gift shop. So I'm just checking in now. We are about to go out for dinner, grab some steaks at a pub. I'm super excited. It was a big day, so we came back to the Airbnb and just kind of vegged out. I did some knitting. We just got on our phones. I just started watching the new season of The Circle. And yeah, we didn't end up going to the Botanic Gardens. We ended up spending quite a long time at the Wool Museum, which was really nice. And yeah, we're just about to go out. So I'm wearing my Sophie shawl, and you would have seen before I was wearing my Friday Slipover. This Sophie shawl is actually in Woolworths Neon Lights. This is one I was referring to in my last podcast. I really, really love it. And I'm pairing it with my cute new earrings that John got me. These were actually sold at the Wool Museum, so super excited. Probably do that. Maybe play some couple games of pool if the pool table is available, and then yeah, just relax, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. After dinner, John and I decided to get some sweet treats. We started off with getting some lollies. You can see here that I am really struggling to get these watermelons out, and John insisted that I kept this in there because he just wanted to show everyone how much of a struggle, how much I was struggling. Like, I was embarrassing myself, and I'm pretty sure at one point I actually dropped one on the ground, but got there in the end. And then, of course, we had to get some ice cream. I got boysenberry, John got chocolate, classic. So it is officially day 3, the last day that we are in the Airbnb. We have to check out at 11, but it's kind of like 9 something, so we're going to quickly grab something to eat. Not too much because we have the Q train at around midday, and that's going to be really exciting because that's like a dining cart experience. It's like 3 hours long, so it's pretty decent. Like, you actually go on a train ride, which is pretty cool. So yeah, we'll probably catch you at breakfast, and then we'll see you on the Q train. So for our last day for breakfast, we decided to go to the Kilgore Grocer. It was this cute kind of like cafe, kind of grocery store mix. It was really, really cute. The food was lovely, the staff was great, and the vibes were immaculate. So if you are in the Geelong area and you want somewhere to get some good food and pick up a few things, definitely recommend going here. Alright, so we are officially on the Q train. So this is actually a kind of dining experience train where it takes you from Drysdale to Queenscliff and back to Drysdale, and during that time you have like a degustation situation. They give you 5 meals, they pair 5 drinks. It's a really cool experience. It was kind of our whole motivation to coming to Geelong. Geelong happened to be close, and we never been there before, but we were definitely motivated because we had been gifted this experience by a friend over Christmas. So that kind of prompted our whole anniversary getaway. This Q train experience was the perfect cherry on top of what I thought was already a perfect weekend. The food was really good, the drinks were really nice, they had music playing which just like created a lovely atmosphere, and then being able to look out on the landscape and look at all the animals as we, drove by, I guess, was really lovely. I am so grateful to be able to experience this with John because we don't get to go away very often. And I'm also really happy to share it with you guys. Thanks so much for coming away on my weekend. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time.